Hi everyone, I am in Jerusalem. I often come to you guys from Jerusalem at nighttime. Hello, someone's saying hi. I guess they're realizing there's a vlog. Hi Manishba. That's one of the shop owners coming to you from city center just for the heck of it, because we haven't been here for a while, you and I. So I'm just going to take you guys through the alleys and the back alleys of city center Jerusalem. Maybe some of you guys that have been in Jerusalem before can recognize these streets. It's just off of Ben Yehuda, which is the main promenade. But I wanted to talk to you guys about, I think, a concept that is super important for us to remember during times where we forget who we are. I have been sort of reminded of something quite recently that I feel that I sort of forgot in a way. I think it's important to be reminded of all the things that you overcame so that you don't fall into old patterns of feeling like you are the same person. And for me, that was when recently a friend of mine sort of like saw me on one of the All Israel news videos doing the newspaper. And let me take you this way. She's basically a friend that's known me for at least 10 years by now. And I think what was interesting about it was that she sort of just casually said, like, wow, you know, what a great video. Let me move around here. She said, like, what a great video, you know, from a person who was like anxious and had, you know, fears and phobias in a room to suddenly becoming this. And actually, this is where my brother used to live, if you can imagine, up there, and where one of my other best friends used to live, up there. Get to know my city. But she sort of said, like, you used to be, you know, this person, and now you're speaking in front of a camera. And I was like, you know what? That's true. And I know that sounds really stupid because it's like, well, of course, like, what do you mean? Like, you know that that's your life. It's not like you suddenly like had amnesia and forgot that you used to struggle with phobias and you couldn't be in front of a camera or couldn't even be in front of people. And yet, that is something that is not in the forefront of my mind all the time. What's in the forefront of my mind is today's struggles. And today's struggles, I think, can often cause us to feel like we've always had today's struggles. Like today's struggles are yesterday's struggles, and I've been struggling with this for years and years. And I feel like I am a person that can sort of catastrophize things. Also, just showing you guys my city. This is like I don't know if you would call it like it's called Mishkan Atchelet, and it's Hanukkah right now, so they're selling a lot of like Hanukkah stuff. So Chanukiot and candles and stuff, and they'll sell like things like prayer shawls and Sabbath candles and whatever. So just so you know, places like that exist. But anyways, I feel like also all of Jerusalem is always under renovation, just so you know. You can hear all of the sounds of renovation behind me. But I feel like, and I often catastrophize my own life in that way, because I don't remind myself enough that I've overcome. I don't remind myself enough that I have been in a situation in which I have met new challenges in life and that I've overcome them. And when I don't do that enough or often enough, then I find myself in a place in which I feel much weaker than what my resume would actually show. So if we were to look at things as like a resume, also here is the promenade in Jerusalem. This is Ben Yehuda. We're going to walk towards towards Yafo. And actually I can see that I think what they're trying to do here is they're putting up lights because it's Hanukkah. This is the season. And eventually they'll put up here like a really big Chanukiah. I'll turn you guys around. If someone was to look at my resume as far as like the things that I have gone through in life and what I've overcome, I think that it would be like, wow, like you went through so much and you overcame so much. And because we live day-to-day life and we're not often required to give our whole background and remind ourselves of what we've gone through, then we don't remind ourselves. No one else is asking of us to reveal that information. And so you end up just sort of living your day-to-day life, which is okay. Also, how are you?
Good.
Hi! Are you just walking around on this day? Bye. If I was to ask you guys now why you believe that you're brave, or why you believe that you're strong, and what you went through to sort of get there, I think that we would all have these really like wow answers that we would look at each other and be inspired by. We'd be like, wow, I get to know this person who's super, super inspiring, and I didn't know that they possessed such strength. I didn't know that they possessed, you know, that type of, you know, gumption in life. And I think also, if you guys have never been to Tmol Shilshom, Tmol Shilshom is right here. That's the entrance to go up, and I think that you guys would really, really like it. It's a cool vibe. And also meet the street kitties. Hello. He's got an interesting face. Anyways, we would discover about each other that we're actually much more amazing than we give ourselves credit for. This is amazing. Like, the life that I get to live is amazing because I used to be a person who was locked literally, physically in her room because of phobias. And I wouldn't have known. Also, here's an ancient synagogue from 1888. You guys can pause the frame and look at that if you want. But like, how much more would we be amazed and overcome things if we were constantly reminded of them? And here's also, this is sort of, I'm walking the back streets of like one of the main streets, and here's another synagogue for you guys. And I like this area. It's like, it's off of one of the main roads, and it's super quiet and ancient. You have sort of like, so this is called Nachalat Shiva, and you have like a combination of all these different restaurants and synagogues. And also here's like a really cool Georgian restaurant. I think it's called Levski? No, Kangaroo. It's called Kangaroo. You guys should go to this Georgian restaurant. It has a lot of cheese, if you like cheese. I'm just walking in the little alleyways behind the main street. What I like about Jerusalem is also that they have like a lot of graffiti, like beautiful graffiti, you know? It's very, very artistic. Let me take you back to one of the main streets. And also, if you guys recognize some of these places, like, please tell me, let me know. Here's the FOZ, FOZ, Friends of Zion. There's an entrance there. You guys should go to this one, which is pretty cool. The Friends of Zion Museum is really cool because it basically shows all these different, you know, Gentiles that helped, you know, to save Jews during the Holocaust and in different ways. I think it's really amazing. Actually, I was here before it was even open, like with a friend, and it was because he knew, like, the... Should we go in? Should we go into this museum? This is really cool. I didn't know that the entrance was from here, so that's also cool to know. Oh my gosh, there's my friend. Oh my gosh, I forgot she works here. This is my friend Batel. You've already been in the vlogs. At כבר היית. So anyways, but that is very shy. But if you guys want to come to FOZ, here are the prices. And this very lovely man has helped me as well. And we are going to go on a tour. They give you one of these, and you come and you wait here. They sort of call everyone that's wanting to go on this tour. Let's see what else is here. This is such a pleasant surprise. I'm so happy I'm bringing you guys along. Here I think you have, actually you can, there's a conference center here, and there's brochures. Let's see what else. I think there's a coffee shop where people can come and sit. It's very beautiful on the inside. Oh, nice. And this is the coffee shop. I only have 20% battery, so I will see you guys inside. So this is sort of how it looks. You get into the thing and you take a picture. That's mine. I approve.
עם ירושלים במרכז, כלב שמחבר בין שלושה יבשות.
Dear friends, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to the Friends of Zion Heritage Center. We are very grateful to all those people who created this miracle, because it was a miracle of people, including friends of Zion, Jewish and not Jewish. Nothing is greater than the cause of friendship among human beings.
לפי הכתבים, יום אחד התגלה אלוהים לאברהם, ואמר את המילים שיולידו את עם ישראל. ויאמר אלוהים לאברהם, לך לך מארצך וממולדתך ומבית אביך אל הארץ אשר אראך. זמן קצר לפני מותו, לקח אלוהים את משה להר שמשקיף על כנען, והראה לו את הארץ המובטחת. בדבר יישבו בני ישראל את הארץ בדיוק כפי שהובטחה להם. בית המקדש נחרב עד היסוד. מיליון יהודים נטבחו. רוב אלה שנותרו בחיים נשבו. ממלכת ישראל נפלה. העצמות האלה, כל בית ישראל המה. הנה אני פותח את קיבותיכם, והעליתי אתכם מקבותיכם עמי, והבאתי אתכם אל אדמת ישראל.
לא משנה איזה גודל ואיזה סדר, רק שכל קבוצה תעמוד מול אחד מהדמויות.
בקביעת מעמדו של ארגון אימקה כארגון בינלאומי. באיטליה חזה דינן במו עיניו בזוועות המלחמה. מזועזע מאדישותם של אנשי השלטון, דינן ארגן קבוצה של אזרחים מקומיים להושיט עזרה לסובלים ולגוססים.
This place is really incredible. It's basically a touch screen that you touch it and it tells the stories of these places, of these people. It's really spectacular and it really does connect with everything that I said before. I'm going to connect it to you guys all in the end, but wow, you guys have to come here.
בסדר, לא משנה, ברגע שאתה מגיע. זה אגרת קודמות.
ומכאן 1937 נקדם אותה 5 שנים אל העתיד.
חפה על התפיסה התיאולוגית המעוותת שניטלה את סבלם של היהודים. אוסקר שינדלר רק רצה להרוויח כסף מכוח עבודה יהודי זול, אבל הוא התחיל לראות במפעל שלו מקלט ליהודים שעבדו בשבילו. הוא עשה כל מה שיכל, חילק כביסות ריקות, בניסיון נואש לעזור ולו לעוד אדם שיזכה בחייו.
I think this is another sort of interactive one where you stand under these sort of cones with the speaker and they tell you their story.
אבל רוב האנשים לא יודעים מה הדבר הכי משמעותי בעיניי לאורך הקריירה שלי. בשש הוצבתי בפלסטינה, המנדט הבריטי. עוד ב-1917 התחילו תוכניות לעזור לנו.
Venezuela.
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 C'est ceux qui ont voté pour la création de l'État d'Israël en 1947.
Yugoslavia. Abstain. The resolution of the Third Committee for Palestine was adopted by 33 votes, 13 against, 10 abstentions.
So guys, you can't see me, but this is the last presentation of this museum. They give you these 3D glasses, and we're going to watch this last thing. I'm sorry if it'll look weird.
נודע. בשביל יעקב, לבטוח בכך שאלוהים יגבר. בשביל משה, קריאה להזדהות עם עבדים, להיות להם קול לחירות. המלכה ויקטוריה, כל אחד מהם קיבל הזדמנות, רגע מכריע.
Then here you collect your magnet. And then you can come to the cafe and order anything that you want. Seems to be a nice selection, nice people, nice staff. That all was filmed sort of like, I don't know, a week and a half ago at least. And what I wanted to say at the end of it is that we started the conversation with me feeling sort of like someone needed to remind me of who I was and the strengths that I possessed and how much I've overcome. And then suddenly, by the grace of God, I think at least, I'm a person of faith, I bump into the exact story that is being reminded to me of myself. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of hero, heroine that has saved Jews or something like that, but I feel like as people of the world, we all have a choice, right? We have a choice of how we look at ourselves and if we do the right thing when the right thing is required of us. So if it's, the moral dilemmas of your life, of your day, sacrificing yourself for someone else, finding your destiny in the big fabric of life, in your nation, in your family, like what does that look like? And I feel like I sort of forgot that I have a role to play. Whether it's here in Israel, if you're from Italy, Japan, Korea, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, wherever you are from, you have a role to play wherever you are for good. And that's one of the things that this museum reminded me of, that all these people, while they were choosing to be brave in very, very, very harsh and dark situations in which their life could have been taken away from them because of that bravery, they chose to be brave. They chose to do the right thing. And I'm just so inspired by it. And I felt like it was perfect timing, like the absolute perfect timing to remind me exactly who I am and what my purpose is. And even if you don't know entirely what your purpose is, just try with the next thing that you know is right to do. We don't always have or need to have the full picture of everything that's going to happen to us in life and figure everything out and have a plan from A to Z like that. Life doesn't really work that way. And so this is my encouragement to myself and to you guys to sort of look at life like, okay, I am one of those people in history that hopefully when the generations look back on us, they can say, oh wow, that person chose to do what was right. That person chose kindness over hatred. That person chose whatever it is, fill in the blank of your life, that person chose right. So hopefully that's really encouraging to us. I know it was encouraging to me. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're not new here, then welcome back. I'm so excited to see you guys and see your comments. Even if I don't get to all of them, I sure do read all of them. And I'll see you guys in another vlog very soon. And also, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and Happy Hanukkah.